Henry Doktorski. Henry Doktorski, Roman III, born January 30, 1956, is an American accordionist, organist, and author. He has performed on accordion with cellist Mstislav Rostropovich, violinists Shaham, and Itzhak Perlman during concerts and recording sessions with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra under conductors Lorin Maazel, John Williams, Mariss Jansons, Julius Rudel, David Del Tredici and Howard Shore. Doktorski is the author of Killing for Krishna, The Danger of Deranged Devotion 2018, a 660-page nonfiction true crime book about history of the new Vrindavan Hare Krishna community and the assassination of an American Hare Krishna devotee in 1986. He is also the author of 11 Naked Emperors, The Crisis of Charismatic Succession, in the Hare Krishna Movement 1977-1987, published in 2020, as well as 5 volumes of Gold, Guns and God, Swami Bhaktipada, and the West Virginia Hare Krishnas. Early life. Henry Doktorski, Roman III, was born in New Brunswick, New Jersey, to Polish-American parents Henry A. Doktorski and Teresa Maria Czartowics, and grew up in East Brunswick. He cites his Polish background, accordions being often featured in Polish folk music, as a main factor in his childhood decision. At the age of 7, he began studying accordion and early on was considered a prodigy. As a pre-teenager during the mid-1960s, he played ethnic music and jazz standards inspired by Myron Florin from the Lawrence Welk television show, but as a teenager during the late 1960s and early 1970s his musical tastes changed and he began playing the accordion in a rock band which performed the music of. However, after a few performances he quickly concluded that his instrument was not stylistically correct for that electric genre of music, and so he abandoned the accordion for a Farfisa electronic organ. On June 7, 1971, he was awarded the rank of Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America Troop 28 in East Brunswick, and received a Good Citizen Award from the American Legion. Discovering classical music. At St. Peter's High School in New Brunswick, Doktorski discovered classical music after joining the school choir, and his life's direction became more clear. He began studying classical piano at the age of 16 and became proficient enough to win a scholarship as a piano major at Park College, today Park University in Parkville, Missouri near North Kansas City. There Doktorski studied piano with Robert C. Anderson, acted in and served as music director for several musicals: The Good Woman of Setsuin, Godspell, Scarpino Bambino, Damn Yankees, and Jack Brel is alive and well and living in Paris, sang as a chorus member with the Kansas City Lyric Opera and the Independence, Missouri Messiah. He was elected to Who's Who among students at American universities and colleges from 1976-1978, and was nominated as a candidate for the post of 1977 Harvest Festival King. Doktorski graduated summa cum laude from Park College in 1978 with a Bachelor of Arts degree with a double major in music performance and music education. Life with the Hare Krishnas. In August 1978, hardly 3 months after finishing college, Doktorski's life changed dramatically when he joined the Hare Krishna Movement at the rural New Vrindavan community in Marshall County, West Virginia. He explained that he was unhappy with his life and wanted to develop his spiritual side. In college, I discovered music. He accepted initiation on March 13, 1979, from Kirtanananda Swami Bhaktipada 1937-2011, the ISKCON Guru and founder of New Vrindavan, and was awarded the Sanskrit name Atrashikash Dasa, servant of Krishna, who is master of the senses. During his time in the New Vrindavan community, Doktorski helped build Prabhupada's Palace of Gold and briefly taught at the Gurukula grade school. In 1985 he helped establish the first office for the publication and distribution for Bhaktipada's books, Bhakti Books, later to be known as Palace Publishing. He traveled to India 4 times, including one trip to Mayapur near Navadvipa in West Bengal, for the 1986 festival commemorating the quincentennial of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Returning to the accordion, later Doktorski served as the Minister of Music, principal organist, choir master, orchestra director, and composer in residence during the new Vrindavan City of God interfaith era from 1986 until 1993. He composed music and performed for the 3 daily temple services 5 a.m., noon, and 7 p.m. During this time, at the request of his guru, he picked up his accordion again after many years and began playing it during the evening services. The accordion was a hit and several monks asked him to teach them how to play. He formed and directed an accordion orchestra which gave their debut performance at the Wheeling City of Lights Parade on November 17, 1989. This accordion ensemble won trophies at the American Accordion Musicological Society Convention, King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, March 1990, the American Accordionists Association Convention, Washington, D.C., July 1990, and the Accordion Teachers Guild 50th Anniversary Celebration, Kansas City, Missouri, August 1990. Doktorski himself won first place in the American Accordion Musicological Society Virtuoso Solo Competition. In 1990, the American composer Alan Hovhannes composed a brief work entitled Hymn for Doktorski, which Doktorski recorded on his 2005 CD Classical Accordion Recital. This CD was selected for admission into the collection of the Alan Hovhannes International Research Center in Yerevan, Armenia. In October 1993, Doktorski abandoned his service at the new Vrindavan community when he became convinced about allegations regarding his guru's inappropriate sexual conduct with young men. Doktorski participated in the grassroots movement which questioned Bhaktipada's qualifications for leadership, and eventually recommended returning New Vrindavan to the temple worship style as advocated by the ISKCON founder and Acharya Swami Bhaktipada. Doktorski left the community in April 1994 and moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where he was awarded a graduate assistantship at Duquesne University. He received a Master of Music degree with a major in composition in 1997. From 1997 to 2015, he served on the faculty of the City Music Center of Duquesne University, Mary Papert School of Music. Concert accordionist. After moving to Pittsburgh, Doktorski attempted to capitalize on his classical accordion expertise with some success. Between 1995 and 2005, he performed with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra 40 times on accordion, piano, harpsichord, organ, and celesta, and appeared as guest accordionist with the Tanglewood Music Festival Orchestra, the Cleveland Chamber Symphony, the New Philharmonic Orchestra, Glen Ellen, Illinois. From 1997 to 2015, Doktorski served as instructor of accordion on the faculty of the City Music Center at Duquesne University. He also served for 2 seasons as instructor of accordion at the Fairbanks Summer Arts Festival at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. In 1997, Doktorski founded the Classical Free Reed, Inc., a nonprofit educational organization devoted to the accordion and classical music. He has presented concerts and workshops at national and regional accordion conventions, including the Coupe Mondiale World Cup for Accordionists during August 2007. He has performed in Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Duluth, Fairbanks, Indianapolis, Milwaukee, New York City, Orlando, Pittsburgh, San Diego, San Francisco, San Jose, and Waverly, Iowa. Recordings. Doktorski was featured as accordion soloist in 6 compact discs. A Classical Christmas with the Pittsburgh Chamber Orchestra, Elena Records, 1993. Music by George Gershwin with the Duquesne Chamber Players, Elena Records, 1998. This CD was part of a tribute for the 100th anniversary of Gershwin's birth. Vaudeville Accordion Classics. The Complete Works of Guido Darro, 2003 solo album, Bridge Records. Classical Accordion Recital 2005 solo album, The Classical Free Reed, Inc. Celebrated Polkas by Pietro Darro 2006 solo album, The Classical Free Reed, Inc. Ave Maria Hymns to Mary 2007 solo album, The Classical Free Reed, Inc. Joseph McClellan of the Washington Post described Doktorski's A Classical Christmas as the most interesting instrumental collection of Christmas music this year. Gramophone magazine reported highly of his two-disc album of historic original works for accordion from the 1910s and 1920s released by Bridge Records vaudeville Accordion Classics. It takes only author-composer. Doktorski has become known as a Hare Krishna historian and to date has published 9 books about the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Swami Bhaktipada, and the new Vrindavan Krishna community, Killing for Krishna, The Danger of Deranged Devotion 2018, Sicarios por Krishna el Peligro de la Devoción Desquiciada 2019, a Spanish translation of Killing for Krishna. Oxider per Krishna il Pericolo di una Devozione Squilibrata 2021, an Italian translation of Killing for Krishna. 11 Naked Emperors, The Crisis of Charismatic Succession in the Hare Krishna Movement 2020. Gold, Guns, and God, Swami Bhaktipada and the West Virginia Hare Krishnas, Vol. 1, A Crazy Man 2020. Gold, Guns, and God, Swami Bhaktipada and the West Virginia Hare Krishnas, Vol. 2, A Pioneer Community 2021. Gold, Guns, and God, Swami Bhaktipada and the West Virginia Hare Krishnas, Vol. 3, Prabhupada's Palace of Gold 2020. Gold, Guns, and God, Swami Bhaktipada and the West Virginia Hare Krishnas, Vol. 4, Deviations in the Dhamma 2021. Gold, Guns, and God, Swami Bhaktipada and the West Virginia Hare Krishnas, Vol. 5, The Murder and the Mandir 2020. Doktorski also served as a consultant for the 7-part 2019 Wondery podcast series American Scandal, The Hare Krishna Murders, as well as appearing in the 2017 documentary film by Investigation Discovery titled Krishna Killers from the series The 1980s, The Deadliest Decade. In addition, Doktorski has had articles published in the Brijavasi Spirit and Sampradaya Sun. Along with E. Burke Rochford, Jr., he co-authored a chapter in the 2013 Sunny Press book, Homegrown Gurus. Regarding classical music and the accordion, Doktorski has had articles and letters printed in diverse publications ranging from the scholarly journal Music Theory Explorations and Applications. He has written over 130 reviews as well as dozens of articles which can be read on the Classical Free Reed, Inc. website. His pioneering research work, The Classical Squeezebox, A Short History of the Accordion in Classical Music, was published by the British International Journal Musical Performance. His book, The Brothers Darrow and Their Accordions, was the first published biography of those two early accordion pioneers, Guido Darro and Pietro Darro. His How to Play Diatonic Button Accordion Method book and CD was published by Santorla Publications. He has also recorded for Santorla Publications. Doktorski has written CD booklet notes for Bridge Records and Archaeophone Records. His complete works of Guido Darro printed music anthology was published by Melvay Publications in 2008. Doktorski is a member of Pi Kappa Lambda, the academic honor society in the field of music, and is a member of the advisory and editorial board for the Center for the Study of Free Reed Instruments at the Graduate School and University Center of the City University of New York. His composition Serenade for Oboe and Harp was recorded by Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra members oboist James Gorton and harpist Gretchen Van Hosen on Boston Records CDBR 1015 Pavings, Pastorales, and Serenades. Today, Doktorski serves as organist for House of Prayer Lutheran Church in Escondido, California. He was awarded the title of colleague by the American Guild of Organists. He is the former conductor for the Alcoa Singers of Pittsburgh and a former chess instructor and tournament director for Silver Knights Chess. He also served as a chess instructor for the Temecula, California Chess Club.